Glass is a hard manufactured solid with transparent properties that is used for a variety of purposes such as eyewear, bottles, windows, and even certain types of furniture. Glass is frequently used to decorate living rooms, as with glass coffee tables, and can even be molded into decorative works of art. Statistics show that the glass industry in Nigeria has grown from 33.7 billion to 40 billion naira between 2011 and 2013. Unfortunately, not a single glass manufacturing company currently exists in Nigeria and West Africa. The last surviving contender was Oluwa Glass Limited, which went under as far back as 1999 after several battles with erratic power supply and gas deficiency. As a result, the industry currently relies solely on importation, leaving no room for alternatives or competition. Harmony Glass Associates Limited, in conjunction with the Ondo State government, hereby present a proposal for a float glass manufacturing company to be situated in the Ore Industrial Park in Ondo State. In 2010, the global market for glass was 56 metric tons, which was 23 billion euro at the primary manufacturing level and 53 billion euro at secondary processing level. According to the Japanese group NSG, flat glass production is projected to reach 73 metric tons by 2014, with 6% growth per annum onward to match world demand. Maintaining the 1999-2009 trend, demand will continue to outpace real gain in the global economy. Gains will be spurred by continuing growth in the Asia-Pacific region, marginal growth in Africa and the Middle East, as well as by recovery in the building, construction and motor vehicle industries of North America and Europe. In Africa, only 3 countries, namely South Africa, Egypt, and Algeria, has functional glass factories due mainly to power challenges. Between them, they cater to only 7% of the continent's demand. With an estimated glass sheet demand of 1 metric tons per annum in West Africa, Nigeria accounts for about 50% demand. The growth of demand is estimated to be 5% above global demand due to housing construction, architectural trends, and building refurbishments. Float glass is made from molten glass floating on a bed of molten metal, typically tin. The basic raw materials heated at specific temperatures include sand, soda, lime, and silica. With the discovery that the majority of these raw materials are in abundant quantity in Ondo State and environs, the state government has expressed her interest in pursuing a partnership on the glass manufacturing company project under the state's Public-Private Partnership Scheme (PPP). The state government has agreed to the allocation of a dedicated 12 megawatts of electric power output from her nearby completed 30 megawatt power plant to cater to the electric power needs of the glass making factory. In addition to this, the factory is to be situated along the passage path for the gas plant powering the FGN Omotosho 350 megawatt power project, which will provide both access to gas and an alternative source of power supply. The total demand for float glass in Nigeria is an estimated 500,000 plus metric tons per annum, representing half of the 1 million tons regional demand. Harmony Glass Factory, on completion of its 600 ton per day production line, will boast of the capacity to cater to 38% of total market supply at 150 metric tons with a reusable water provision of 15%. The production line will be set up based on reliable, practical, and economic principles in line with the international standards and in-depth consideration of environmental and public hazards. The project will be evaluated over 9 years and 10 months. This includes a 22-month construction period and 8 years normal production period. The estimated project cost is $130 million, covering the factory site, the plant, the equipment and facilities, and the operational capital. The project payback period is calculated to be 5 years. The unit cost of production of product with different specifications during production line period is $212 per ton. The comprehensive market price is finalized at $500 per ton. Manpower requirement for production line is finalized at 325 people, 25 of whom will serve as management personnel. The average annual income is an estimated $8,000 per head. A float plant has a capital cost of $50 to $20 million and is designed to operate continuously 365 days per year throughout its campaign life of 10 years. The fixed asset depreciation adopts a classified straight line method. Residual value rate 5%, shed and machinery 15 years, plant furnace 8 years. Interest 5% average based on 60% gearing ratio. Tax is excluded as pioneer status is expected to be granted to the factory. Assets to be amortized in 10 years. Product diversity could result in changeover losses. However, these can be minimized by coordinating production schedules of regional float assets. There is also the challenge of distribution, which makes up about 15% of total cost. Road transportation is uneconomical across long distances spanning over 800 kilometers, in which case the glass is best transported by sea. This makes local port access an advantage.